Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the week of July 25th. This week, we're just going to jump right in here, as always, Virgo, and we are going to see what is going on for you at this time, and that will be that. But let's see here, Virgo. You have this, your first card here, it says Moonlight Enchantment. It's a card that just says magic on it. The interesting thing is you have this Otter Spirit card over here. And the Otter card in this deck, it's whatever this deck is, the Animal Spirit deck. This is the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. The otter kind of represents more like playfulness, needing to be more playful and all this other stuff. I would argue here, Virgo, that this is more of that Neptune and Pisces energy, especially because Neptune and Pisces, opposes your sign. And Neptune and Pisces is all about kind of like believing in, maybe magic or manifesting things very quickly, believing in, the never-ending, believing that we come from a never-ending source of abundance, things like that. It's all that kind of like magical energy, right? It doesn't really surprise me because, I think it was like last week or something, I was talking to Capricorn and I was saying that, when I have a ton of Capricorn in my chart, I have a ton of Earth in my chart in general. I'm a Pisces, but I have a lot of Earth in my chart. And, like, when I was a kid, I was, like, a weird kid. Like, I didn't have, like, an imagination. I wasn't very imaginative. I preferred watching stuff about, like, bugs and snakes on TV, of course, right? Like, super weird kid, right? I'm still pretty weird, but nothing has changed. But what I will say is that I think I've become more playful. And, somebody left me a comment on that video, and they said that Capricorn is, like, old when young and young when old, right? The reason I'm telling you this is because I kind of get that, like, I get that vibe here from your reading where it's asking you to be young right now. It's asking you to, to be more childlike, to believe in magic. I'm pretty sure that you always get these, like, what I call Tinkerbell readings, which is like, if you don't believe in Tinkerbell, she doesn't exist. So, like, needing to believe in magic, needing to believe that good things can happen for you and stuff like that. You have the High Priestess, the Three of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands wanted to come out with the Ten of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles, which is interesting. I think we still have some work to do. Like, pretty much everybody has some work to do. We have this, like, strong Saturn influence. I would also say that Pluto and Capricorn, kind of, like, enhances that Saturn influence in some ways. Is that accurate astrology? I would say no. I feel like it's Chris's crappy astrology, but, it's more intuitive, I feel, for you here, Virgo, where there still might be some things that you are kind of carrying on your shoulders at this time, some burdens. You do have this community card. Every single Earth sign for the past, 9 months or something like that has been getting these cards of community. So, I feel if you are experiencing burdens or heavy weights or having to work too much, that there could be people who want to help you, or there are people who could help you, but I feel like you're going to have to seek them out. Again, you have this High Priestess here. I almost just said the Magician because you have that magic card, but I kind of feel like this is talking about more exploring, and looking into things. She has this tapestry behind her. There are some pomegranates on that tapestry, which represent, like, the fruit of the underworld. The pomegranates are the fruit of the underworld. And sometimes, to me, I feel the High Priestess can kind of represent, like, a death and rebirth cycles, changes, or kind of like a death and rebirth type of message there. It's not, like, 100% accurate tarot again, but just intuitively, because of the pomegranates, I feel that. There are also dates, from, like, a date tree, the palm tree, on the back of the tapestry there, and they represent abundance. So, and those are the two things that are really standing out to me. But, again, I feel like you have to believe in some magic and also be willing to kind of look into something new. You have the Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands here. Again, teamwork makes the dream work for you Earth signs. I'm telling you right now. Again, you have the Otter Spirit, which is about being playful, building a community, joining other people. You have the Community card, the Lovers, Nine of Cups. The Nine of Wands could be like you having some boundaries up against, other people. I totally get it. Again, like I said, I know I'm not a Virgo, but I have a ton of energy in Capricorn myself, and I prefer to be alone. So I totally get it, Virgo. I'm sure you're very similar. But I just feel like this is kind of encouraging you to maybe open up to other people with that Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is my card of, like, throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. It basically just says, try something. If it works, keep going. If it doesn't work, stop. It's kind of like a card of experimentation. You have a ton of symbolism here about playfulness. You can see here that she has these polka dots on her cloak on the Three of Pentacles. Polka dots in the tarot represent, like, playful energy. They represent really taking things too seriously, needing to have more fun in your life. And again, you have a ton of symbolism here that would represent needing to take maybe a little more playful approach, a little bit more magical approach, that childlike energy, like I was saying. I feel that'll be very beneficial for you. You do have the Ace of Cups, and I will say, I do feel there could be love coming in for you. It could be a fire sign or Gemini. You also have Pisces here. If I'm being honest with you, not really feeling that Pisces energy. And I'm a Pisces. So, again, I'm not really, I'm not feeling that. I don't, if you're dealing with, for some of you, again, it's a general reading. I always say, take tarot with a grain of salt, right? I do this for a living. And I tell people all the time, this to me should be loose advice at best, right? But for the most part, I'm leaning more towards this fiery energy and also this lover's energy, which of course represents love, but it could also be a Gemini. So what I would say to you is it could be, like a Gemini, it could be a fire sign with Gemini with fire. I would also say that maybe it's none of that, but I definitely feel that that you are kind of like more attracted to a person who's maybe more bold, more assertive at this time with that Page of Wands energy, and maybe a little bit more adventurous as well. It's kind of weird. We have Uranus and Taurus as well right now, Virgo, and I look at Uranus and Taurus as kind of like experiences being very attractive. And what I mean by that is it's like if you can find a person who you can have positive experiences with, which could be like traveling, moving, just like hiking, whatever you consider to be an experience, whatever you consider to be fun or enjoyable, if you can find that person, then you're going to have a very positive relationship. But again, I feel like, maybe experiences are kind of more at the top of the list, if that makes sense. And again, I do feel like there could be a love offer here. I am just getting straight up love on that Ace of Cups there. Next, you have this mutable moon card. It says, nothing is yet set in stone. And you also have this otter spirit. Again, the otter is about like family. And so some of you could be spending time with family. Or again, with all these community cards here, there could be a lot of benefits in asking family for help or, tapping into that resource. I definitely feel that. For others, again, the whole entire reading is asking you to be playful at this time and to look at things in as much of a playful, way as you possibly can. This card here, I didn't even see this when I put it down. It says, nothing is yet set in stone. I kind of like this because I feel there are, it's kind of like there's more opportunity for you to shape something. Those are the words that are popping into my head here, which I kind of like because, I would just say that based off the astrology we have for the rest of the year, I feel like most people don't have that much time to, kind of get rolling here on whatever it is that they want to start. But I feel like it's almost like the universe is giving you like a little bit extra time here to set things in stone. You have the Page of Wands, the Ten of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. I'm just getting the word experiences on this card. The Page of Wands is like a card of enthusiasm, adventure, all those things. I do feel this could be a person coming in for you. And again, could be any sign. I feel like it's just someone who's like more bold, more assertive, and definitely someone, I don't know how else to say it other than the fact that I feel if there is new love coming in for you, I feel that it's just a person who you can just look at them and they have a lot of experiences. It could be someone who's very well traveled. It could be someone, who has a job that makes them travel. It could be a person who has other types of experiences. Again, we're all different, but, I feel like it's a very experienced person but they like create experiences in their life. If that's not the case, by the way, if you're in a relationship with a person, I feel like there are about to be more experiences in the relationship, and I mean that in the best way possible. I feel very good about this. I do feel enthusiastic with this Page of Wands for you. But I feel like you could be with a person who is either getting a job that, kind of leads to more experiences for the both of you, or, you could just you could be with a person currently where I feel like kind of, they are receiving some benefits in life. I kind of see this more mutual, honestly, with this last row, community, Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and the Lovers. This to me says if you're in a relationship, that there could be a lot of benefits like between the two of you. It's like maybe you're both increasing the amount of money you're making. Maybe you're both getting raises at the same time. I kind of see that thing, that happening here. With the Ten of Wands, excuse me, this is like the only thing that I really would see as a, negative in your reading. I don't really feel like it's a negative. I feel like it's just saying, there are things that maybe you're doing and you don't have to carry the whole weight of the world on your shoulders. So I do feel this is encouraging you, especially with all these community cards, to work with other people. You also have the Nine of Cups. So I would definitely make a wish this week. A lot of wish energy in all the readings that I've done this week. You even have like a full moon, it looks like, on this Moonlight enchantment card. After a full moon is a great time to make a wish. So, it could be a really good time for wishes. Next, you have the community card. Like I said, I feel there's a lot of benefits in getting other people to help you do pretty much anything that you're thinking about doing. I would also say, I'm sure you've all heard me say it a million times. I am a huge fan of building a community right now because I feel like there's a lot of benefits, especially for those of you that have like a business. If you want to start a YouTube channel or anything like that, I would get moving with this energy because to me, over the next few years, we have a lot of amazing energy for those of you that are like building a community. You have the Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Lovers. There does seem to be a little bit of a focus on love for you this week. So for those of you that are interested in love, there could be a love connection coming in for you. With the Lovers, I do feel it's kind of like more divinely guided. This right here is your higher self angel. The other thing is that I'm noticing the purple. He has this purple on here. The purple kind of represents like royal energy, king, queen type of energy. And again, it doesn't matter what gender you date, just, kind of represents that royalty energy. So I feel like something is like kind of divinely guided for you. The Eight of Pentacles, like a lot of hard work paying off. But I feel like this is, I really feel like this is only the beginning. This community card is an 8, right? And this right here is an 8. What's weird that's popping into my head is like, I feel like for some of you, maybe you have recently maybe invested in something like, a house, a property, maybe something else. And I kind of feel like this is saying there's like more work to do, Eight of Pentacles. That's how I feel intuitively. But I also feel like there's more to come, So for those of you who are like getting into investing, any of that stuff, I feel like there's more to come. There's like more results to come. Those are the words that I'm getting. You have the Ace of Pentacles here. Definitely a really good, solid opportunity. I'm also getting the word education here, which is weird. I don't really necessarily look at the Ace of Pentacles as an educational card or a card of needing education, but I would say, like, if you're dealing with money, starting a business, investing, any of that stuff, I would make sure to learn as much as you can. But I feel pretty good about this. And again, for those of you looking for love, clearly, I feel like there's a love offer coming in for you. With the High Priestess, you have the Two of Swords. I don't know, everybody's had the Two of Swords this week. I would just say make a decision, really. I do feel like I know I said that you're not really running out of time here, but it's like looking at the astrology for the rest of the year, it's like if you're looking to make any important decisions, I would definitely think about making those decisions, before the middle of August, for sure. And, again, I don't think astrology controls our life. I always tell people, I have millions of stories where, like, I've done things that, go against the astrology and things have worked out perfectly fine. So, I want to stress that point. But what I would say is that with Mars going retrograde, towards the end of the year, I just wouldn't mess around. Mars retrograde, I feel, can make us a little bit tired and make us not, like, take action as much and all that other good stuff. So, I would kind of get moving here. With the Nine of Wands and the Three of Pentacles, you have the Hierophant. Definitely could be love. I would say if there's love coming in for you, I feel like perfect team. Like I was saying earlier, Three of Pentacles, teamwork, community card, lovers, really, really good. So some of you, for some of you, I feel like you're already with a person here. For some of you, I feel if you've recently had a difficult time, as well as popping into my head, that it's like, and you've gotten through the difficult time with that person, I kind of feel like that's a good sign. It's like kind of saying, hey, you got through something hard with this person, so that's a good sign that they will last through the hard times. And I'd say if that's for you, then, again, this could be marriage or, something like that coming in the future. Hierophant comes up a lot right now, and again, I blame that on Neptune and Pisces, like I blame everything else on Neptune and Pisces, because, I don't know, it's like the dominant energy that we're dealing with. With the Ace of Cups, you have the Ten of Pentacles. Again, I definitely see more money coming in for you. I'm telling you right now, Virgo, any of you have like, little business ideas, these could become big business ideas as far as I'm concerned. Again, you're the opposite of Pisces, but I always say to Pisces, and sometimes I say it to you, that, to me, you and Pisces are like the most similar opposites in the zodiac out of all the opposites that exist. And I kind of feel the same thing for Pisces. It's like, I feel for you. I feel like you could be doing something that you think is kind of like small, but it's actually much, much bigger than you realize. And, you'll probably be realizing that in the future. There's a lot of structure and there's a lot of kind of like permanent energy with the Ten of Pentacles, meaning, which fits in very well, again, with that Uranus and Taurus energy that I was talking about earlier. It's like Uranus and Taurus doesn't want get rich quick. Uranus and Taurus wants like, build something with a solid foundation, then you'll be successful. And I kind of see that here. Ten of Pentacles is very similar because Ten of Pentacles is building or leaving a legacy. It's building something for the long term. With the Page of Wands, you have the Four Swords. It's like, why are you frozen? Those are the words I'm getting here, Virgo. I don't want to call you out here, but I get this like an energy of like Sleeping Beauty with the Four of Swords. I feel like that Page of Wands is like, is this someone who's coming to, kiss you and wake your ass up here, Virgo, or what? I don't know. Especially for those of you that are single. With the Ten of Wands, you have the Emperor. Definitely could be Aries for sure. Wouldn't surprise me. Again, I get very bold. I'm telling you right now, if you're single and there's someone coming in for you, I said it at the beginning, I don't like the Pisces energy. I definitely like that Emperor energy for you. So again, as I always say in these general readings, I wouldn't worry too much about your microphone. I would worry more about the quality of character of this person. So it could be any sign. It could be a Pisces. It doesn't matter. I think what's most important is that this is like clearly a person who's like an action taker. Emperor, Page of Wands, like someone who's super effective. To me, effectiveness is a very attractive trait in a partner as well. It's basically someone who says something and they do it, right? They are a person of their word. So I feel like that's the type of person you could be attracting. With the Nine of Cups, you have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is a card of conviction. And I feel like you always get this card. Seven of Wands is a card of like knowing that you know that something is for you. So it's a card of commitment or like conviction, believing something. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Fool. I don't know, for like the past like 20 years that I've been reading on YouTube, you get the Fool every single reading that I do for you. So clearly you're ready for some bigger opportunity here. I kind of get the need to take bigger risks here as well, Virgo. The Ace of Pentacles sometimes and the Fool, sometimes to me it says like, you might be playing a little bit too small and you need to go bigger. This could be, maybe you feel that you can only take like a tiny little risk in business. Remember what I was saying over here about something little that's actually big? I get the same feeling. Didn't I say this to you last week? I'm pretty sure. Time to take a leap of faith. With the Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, you're worried that your hard work won't pay off. Get out of your head. That Nine of Swords, actually, interesting enough, came up in reverse. So you could be seeing things pay off. I feel like the only danger for you is not getting help or assistance from your community or not building up a community. For those of you that are like starting a business or doing any of those things, you could be kind of gathering your crew at this time. I definitely feel that here as well. With the Lovers, you have the Four of Pentacles. I'm telling you right now, again, mark my words. I'm telling you right now, if you went through something with a person recently, maybe it was a fight, maybe it was, maybe there's just some, rocky roads going on in your relationship, whatever you want to call it. I do get that feeling over here for some reason with the Nine of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Three of Pentacles, that if you went through something and you got through it and you kind of came to an agreement or you just, were able to see eye to eye or whatever the case may be, I feel this is very good for a commitment, especially if you're in a relationship already. If you're not, I feel like there is something very good coming in for you. It's a really good reading. And again, I feel like you need to, I would believe in the magic, believe that things, I would go a little bit bigger. Again, I'm a big fan of Les Brown, as I always say, and this reading reminds me of, I feel like it's, he always says it's better to aim high and miss than it is to aim low and hit. What he means is it's better to go for some big, crazy, gigantic goal and miss, and then it is to go for something tiny and actually get it. And to me, that is totally Neptune and Pisces energy. Neptune and Pisces is take your wildest dreams, multiply them by 1,000, and maybe you only get 100x, but that's better than a 1x, right? So that's what I'd be doing here, Virgo. Dream big, but this looks really good. So thank you for being here, Virgo. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.